Only here on WHAS 11 News. She's been holding off, not talking publicly about the horrific event that took the life of her husband, 4 co-workers, and upended this community almost 2 years ago now. The Old National Bank mass shooting, but now as April 10th is coming again. In her first television interview, Maryanne Elliott is telling me how she got to this point.
And it's still an aching loneliness. You know, the house is very quiet.
Oh my God, there's an active shooter there. Oh my God.
We have an active shooter. He's an employee of Old National Bank. Get here now.
8 or 9 people have been shot. Uh-huh. Are you with any of them? Yes, but I'm in a closet hiding.
How did you find out about the shooting?
Yeah, I was on a Zoom call, having a regular business meeting, and a friend called and said there was an active shooter at Old National, so that's how I found out about it.
The next moment for Maryanne Elliott, the wife of Old National Bank Vice President Tommy Elliott, was a call from Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. He broke the news to her. Tommy was among the 5 executives killed in the offices of Old National on Main Street.
What I remember saying is that I knew that he was on the way, and that I knew he would go and he would take care of and handle the situation.
They were married 20 years. Tommy was once her supervisor at another Louisville bank, but they moved on, not seeing each other again for 7 years until a typical Louisville twist. A friend threw a party. It was a match in the making.
Is there one thing 2 years later that you look back on that still sticks with you?
On that particular day, I remember the love and kindness and goodness of so many people.
In our exclusive interview, this is the first time she's been able to talk about that day.
What do you miss the most about Tommy now, 2 years later?
Oh my word, laughing. Just his sense of humor. I mean, his energy. He'd come around the corner and who knows what he would say or do. You know, it was fun. We had a good time together. And I always felt loved. I always felt I could be myself, and I felt adored and cared for just being me.
For the first time, she's also talking about the young bank employee, gunman Connor Sturgeon, who wrecked so many lives, and his parents, who tried to get him help.
Did Tommy ever talk about Connor Sturgeon as being a troubled employee, or did he ever make any threats toward Tommy since he was a vice president of the bank?
No, I did not hear any threats.
Did you know Connor at all?
I did not. You know, we were coming still out of a virtual workplace, so you know, we did not have get-togethers with the bank. I mean, so I did not know him, or I had not met him before.
Do you have a message for the Sturgeons about their son?
Well, I just wish the family, I wish the Sturgeons peace. I have for a long time. That's all I wish for them is peace, and I have a lot of compassion for their family.
You do?
I do.
When did it take? Did you come to that right away?
Mm-hmm. I did.
She told me that old photos, funny stories, and Elliott's empty chair are all reminders of the love.
And sometimes I go by the chair and I see him laughing, just having a good time, whether he was on the phone or watching TV. He was just a very happy person for me.
She is able to drive by the former Old National Bank building, doing so just the other day, even glancing at it.
Why do you think you're able to do that?
I don't know, Doug. I mean, I don't know. It was maybe it's the processing of grief. I don't know.
A very public symbol of the days after the shooting became this cross placed in front of the bank building, full of signatures from strangers.
I look at all the people that have signed it, and to me, it just reminds me of community and people that cared.
Elliott now sees it every day at her home.
We're praying for you.
Remember with laughter, honor with tears.
We'll never forget.
The incredible kindness of strangers. Someone in Michigan sending each of the 5 families personal portraits of who they lost. Here's Tommy.
Researched a quality about each one of them and sent them to us. I mean, I just thought that was a beautiful gift. To not know us, but to feel that pain.
How we all handle grief. That's the new mission for Maryanne Elliott 2 years later.
Are you trying to reclaim April 10th?
I am. I am definitely trying to reclaim. I'm not trying, I am reclaiming April 10th to have a different message.
It started with writing the tiny book on grief, 11 simple messages from her 2-year experience of hell.
The excruciating pain will not last forever. You will not always feel this way. They're not crying enough. They went back to work too quickly. They're not going back. Like, just let people be. And I want them to know that they're not alone.
She supports gun control, but chose to transform the grief process with her energy instead. Her public debut is with StoryFest on April 10th at the Ali Center, uplifting 6 nonprofits as they will tell their stories and receive grant money.
These nonprofit leaders are leaving with a skill set to increase the capacity of their mission. They're leaving with a grant, and they're leaving with exposure from the community of who they are and what they're doing.
It's supported by the Tommy Elliott Fund, and Old National Bank is a top sponsor.
Certainly, you start to see the spring evidence in trees and flowers, and it starts to remind you of what's coming, that day.
Is that you? Is that your story now? Resilience?
It is my story. I still have a hope and belief in the goodness of life.
Maryanne Elliott's story told for the first time tonight with WHAS 11 photojournalist Philip Merle and Alyssa Newton. StoryFest is next Thursday, April 10th at the Ali Center. It starts at 5:30 in the evening and costs $10 to attend.